So I picked up this Greenworks 22-inch corded hedge trimmer off of Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in one for yourself. And it has a handle that turns so you can get different angles for trimming your hedges and bushes. I went with the corded because I didn't want to fiddle around with batteries and charger and all that stuff. So you can see this big bush behind me. I don't know the names of any of these bushes, but it's got a bunch of prickly, it's got thorns all over it. So I'm going to take this 22-inch Greenworks trimmer and just kind of demonstrate how well it works or how well it doesn't work, depending on how it goes. And I've got some safety glasses because I'm going to be trimming these off up above my head. I don't want them to fall down into my face. And we'll just check this Greenworks out and see how it does. This is model 22122. It's 4 amp, weighs 2 or 3, 4 pounds, something like that. And real simple to operate. It just has a trigger handle and a thumb switch for the safety feature. You got to pull that back and then hit the trigger and it'll turn on. Like most of them do, it has a little catch here for your cord so it's not always coming undone. And the trick with the corded one, from what I've understand or from what I've seen, is to not cut the cord. So I'm going to put you in a time lapse. I'll go to town on this thing and we'll see how it does. Now some of those up at the top are pretty good size. So we'll see how it does. I think this was, I'll have to look it up. I'll put it on the screen after I figure it out, but I think it was like 3/8 inch cut. Actually about a 1/2 inch, 5/8 maybe, as far as how thick of a branch it'll cut. So let's do it and we'll see if we can make this look a little bit better than it does. All right, so far so good. And every one of those is a prickly, nasty prickly bush. I got a step stool over here. I'm gonna maybe have to get a bigger ladder, but I'm gonna reach up there and trim all the top, and then maybe just a little bit of beautification on the rest of it, just to make it look even all the way around. But the Greenworks 22-inch saw or hedge trimmer actually really worked pretty nice. Yeah, it's kind of a pain to work around the cord, especially with these prickly bush branches. They're big old branches, because this thing's been due for a trimming for quite some time. But I'm totally pleased with the tool so far. $45 is what I spent, and we had that bush. I've got 4 or 5 of these other ones, a couple of citrus trees in my backyard. We had all those trimmed professionally, and it cost us $200. They wanted $250. I talked them down to $200, and I figured that was just a bit too much. They did a nice job. I do have to give them credit for that, but it was just too expensive. When I'm able-bodied, why not spend $45, get a tool, and do it myself? So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, it's a hot, nasty job. It's close to 100 degrees out here. It's supposed to be about 110 today. I'm in Arizona. But it really does a nice job. And let me show you a couple of the big branches. Some of this bush has two bushes at least growing up in there. I don't know what they are, what they're called. But right in here I've got a big old branch, and those are probably, biggest one's probably close to a 1/2 inch maybe up here. Cut through it. And then a little bit smaller, 3/8. I got a little trimming to do down there to make that look more concentric, but I'm going to pick up a bunch of this. It's getting into my shoe soles with those stickers and everything. Let me see if I can get you a shot of these stickers. Maybe you guys can tell me what type of bush this is. Hopefully you can maybe see some of those stickers that are poking out of this thing. Nasty. The bush looks cool when it's trimmed up, but man, they're hard to work with. All right, well, let me get the ladder set up, clean this up, and then we'll finish it off. So there's a look at the Greenworks 22-inch corded hedge trimmer. Purchased it off Amazon. I'll leave links for it in the description if you feel like you might want to get more info or pick one up for yourself. I'm super pleased with the performance and the job it did. I trimmed 5 bushes back here. One's that tall cone tree looking thing, and then 4 of these other bushes. Those 2, and this one over here. And I did 5 smaller ones in the front yard. One's about the size of those little ones over there. Those are not in my yard there, but super happy with it. Hope this will help somebody out if you got some hedge trimming to do. They were going to charge me $250 to come and trim these bushes and take away the trash. $45 I think is what I paid for this thing off Amazon, and saved me a lot of money, especially over time. Each time I probably need that done 3 or 4 times a year, at least twice, probably 3 or 4. Anyway, we'll see you on the next video.